1900 The British have exiled the Ashanti king. They have burned Kumasi. They believe the Ashanti are finally finished. Then a British governor stands before the Ashanti chiefs and demands they bring him their most sacred object, the Golden Stool, so he can sit on it. What happens next is one of the most powerful moments in African history. Welcome back to Osigclip. This is part 4, the final chapter of the Ashanti Empire. The governor's name was Sir Frederick Hodgson, and what he couldn't understand, was what he was really asking. He wasn't asking for a chair. He was asking the Ashanti to surrender their soul. The room went silent, and then the Ashanti rose up. The conflict became known as the War of the Golden Stool, and it produced one of the greatest leaders in African history, not a king, not a general, a queen mother named Yaa Asantewaa. When the male chiefs hesitated, unsure whether to fight, Yaa Asantewaa stood before them and spoke words that have been passed down for over a century. If you, the men of Ashanti, will not go forward, then we will. We the women will. I shall call upon my fellow women. We will fight the white men. We will fight till the last of us falls in the fields. She raised an army. She laid siege to the British fort at Kumasi. She held out for months against one of the most powerful military forces on earth. Eventually the British sent reinforcements. Yaa Asantewaa was captured. She died in exile in 1921. But the Golden Stool, they never got it. The Ashanti had hidden it. And when the British finally found it years later, it was by accident, stumbled upon by road workers. The British government, finally understanding what it meant, returned it. It remains in Ghana to this day, sacred, untouched, undefeated. The Ashanti Empire was formally absorbed into the British Gold Coast in 1902. But the story didn't end there. In 1957, Ghana became the first sub-Saharan African country to gain independence from colonial rule. And when its founder Kwame Nkrumah stood before the world and declared Ghana free, the spirit of the Ashanti, the spirit of Yaa Asantewaa, was in that moment. The Golden Stool still exists. It still does not touch the ground. And to this day, no one sits on it. Because some things cannot be colonized. That was the Ashanti Empire, for days, one story. One of the greatest civilizations Africa has ever produced. If these 4 videos taught you something your school never did, subscribe to Osigclip. Share this series with someone who needs to know this history. We have 3,000 tribes still to cover. Drop a comment below. Which African tribe or empire do you want us to cover next? I'll see you in the next series.